So I'm delighted to be with Lynn, who is the founder and CEO of Funny Women, which is something I'm really pleased to be on the advisory board, and I've been advising them, and I know we'll talk a bit about some of the connections Funny Women has with corporate, which really resonated with me. But yeah, Lynn, lovely to speak with you. Please tell us a bit more about Funny Women.
Oh, thanks, Ali. It's great to be here and good to talk to you about this. And of course, delighted because we've been working together now for just over a year, perhaps a bit longer actually. So Funny Women came about as a sort of happy accident, like a lot of things in my life. And I was working. I had a whole former career in PR and marketing, and I had a client in the world of comedy, as a comedy promoter, and I was told when I asked why they didn't book any women that they didn't book any women because women weren't funny and there were no funny women. And I had a major light bulb moment about the whole, because this was in about 1998, so I knew there were women, but they were very invisible on the circuit. So I came up with the idea of running a show specifically for female comedians, and that adopted the name of Funny Women, and did a smart thing actually, which is a good business, quite a good business moment in my life, where I just thought, oh, how will I protect the name? And bear in mind this was the late 90s, I did a really smart move. I registered the URL for the website, and of course I've owned it all that time, and variants thereof. But that was really interesting because obviously nobody had websites in 1998. So I came up with the idea. I then lost the client because the original guy who'd hired me left the business, and the guy I was left with was the misogynist who didn't think women were funny. So I then had to make a decision, having sort of packaged up the name. I thought, this is the one I'm not going to walk away from. I spent my life promoting other people, writing about, I trained as a journalist, and writing about other people and making everyone look great. This is something I want to do for me, and I want to run this business. So Funny Women was set up officially in 2002, so we're 18 this year. And it still focuses very much around the same sort of things, but we're best known for, in the world of comedy, we're best known for the Funny Women Awards, which is where we are at the moment, just coming up to the final of the 2020 Funny Women Awards.
And I think everyone would be really interested to know, Lynn, about how you've had to pivot during this crisis.
We have pivoted very precariously, I think. Pirouetted, I used, I think, as an expression. I noticed a few people picked up on that, but I started it. But yeah, so we've always run the awards pretty much analog, live comedy on stages. And just to give you some perspective, when we started them in 2003, we scraped together 70 entrants for one award. And in 2019, which is probably a good reference point, we had over 1,500 women involved, engaged, nominated, taking part. We have a stage award, we have a comedy writing award, we have a comedy short film award. Last year we had a best show award. Clearly this year, not a good thing, so we've replaced it with best web series this year. And we've now introduced a new industry award. So at our peak, we were getting like 450 entries for the stage award, which is the live award.
Yes.
So we had already started to put some of our stuff online, because to see the logistics of seeing 450 acts live, which we did in 2018, nearly killed me. I mean, it was really difficult to do, particularly when you haven't got a lot of funding and you're trying to do things on a budget. So we decided that last year we would have videos submission entry for the stage award, which worked brilliantly actually, and then we just chose the top acts to see live. But of course this year we couldn't do that, so we have run, and of course we did have our moment of whether we should run it at all, but because we'd already pivoted a lot of stuff to that online process, we thought, well, okay, we can still have entries online, because obviously scripts and short films are all submitted online, so that's not a problem. But the Stage Award, which is very much a live performance, we just spent a lot more time and had a lot more people involved in looking at the videos. We didn't have as many submissions either, so we had about 320, which is still pretty good. We opened admissions on the 1st of April.
Yes.
I think someone was playing an April Fool's trick on us, because that was the day the Edinburgh Fringe was cancelled. So we had a very inauspicious start, and then we closed entries at the end of April. So to get 320 submissions was pretty good. And then we've had more entries for the comedy writing and the comedy shorts. We've got a lot of lockdown material, a lot of lockdown inspired films and scripts. But you know, it's a moment in time, and that's what you've got to do.
Sure. You know, and having watched the semi-finals last week, and now, like you said, we're all building up for the awards final, which is open for the public to see. So.
Buy tickets, yes.
Yes.
I mean, what's interesting about that is you saw the semi-finals, and literally we had 16 acts performing from their living rooms, from their homes and bedrooms and wherever.
Yeah.
How difficult is that, you know? And they did really well, actually.
Yeah. Totally.
So from that 16, we've now got 8 acts.
Yeah.
And I am delighted that we're able to give those 8 acts as near live experience. So we are actually running a staged show. It's not a public show, it's a behind closed doors, but it is live from world famous Comedy Store in London, which is fantastic. So they get to perform on a very famous stage, and the event, which you can buy tickets for, is being streamed live as it's happening, but you have to have a ticket to watch it.
Yeah.
So buy a ticket.
Yes, buy
please.
tickets. Yeah. So Tuesday the 22nd.
Yes. 7:30 doors, 8 o'clock show.
Brilliant.
So exactly like a live event, and it is live. We're not recording it.
Yes.
It is as it happens.
Yeah.
And I've been in the Comedy Store today talking about how we're going to do it technically, and I must pay credit to Becky Singh, who's our awards director, because she has absolutely driven all of this online activity. Yeah. Every time we've had another crisis and another reason not to have a live event, Becky's come up with a new formula for doing it. So all credit to her.
Oh, can't wait for the 22nd. And I think just, finally, I would love to touch on one of your products, if you like, that it was one of the sort of driving forces why I wanted to be more involved with Funny Women, which is hilarious. You're offering to corporates. You know, I always struggled in my career about knowing, could women be funny? Or did you have to suppress it or something? And then I came across your course. So please tell us about that.
Well, humour is the biggest driver in terms of selling things. Advertising uses humour, and workplace humour is incredibly important. And we recognised that pretty early on. And in fact, again, another happy accident. I at one point, I think it was about 2010. We lost a sponsor and we needed some money, and someone said, well, why don't you run workshops? So we started running workshops. I wasn't going to run them originally, and then someone let me down, and now I have become a workshop guru, and I run regular workshops to help women get started in stand-up. I'm not stand-up, I'm very much a producer, and I kind of fulfil a sort of directorial role, but I think that's what makes me good at it. So we do that. And people were coming to those workshops and saying, could you come and do this in our office?
Yeah.
And that's really what happened. So we started doing lots of live stuff in companies, and that has evolved. And last year we had an amazing year. We probably had our best corporate year. Yeah. We have worked with some amazing clients like NatWest, Lloyds of London, Airbnb, Canada Life. We're very blessed. We have lovely, lovely clients who come back to us. And of course, as of March this year, that activity has died. Yeah. It is slowly coming back, but what we've done is used our experience of the online space, and alongside the awards we were having comedy workouts, and we were running those for comedy people, and then we were running hilarious virtual reality, which were for we did it as a business thing. We partnered with We Connect, which is a fantastic global women's network, and we're actually talking now to doing a similar thing, but with a specific client, which is great. So what we've done is we've packaged up a lot of this experience and created two very clear things. One is a team building product, which you can do in a morning or an afternoon, but it does involve your team to come together virtually, and we use the power of Zoom and we mix people up, and that's really been very successful. And then based on another comedy product that we launched called the Comedy Crash Course, which is a week-long course with lots of different facilitators to get people started in comedy, which was super fun to run. We've now created the Confidence Crash Course.
Wow!
So it's we're bringing in lots of different facilitators who will pull together a program for your business to help your team bond and get their confidence back. Because you do lose your confidence when you're online all the time.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but I found it quite hard. I mean, people now you can see my legs today, it's quite scary. We've got to get our confidence back. So we've come up with this really great online module, which is where we started, because to give you credit, you said to me at the beginning of this year, we needed to go online.
Well, you've done it, like you say, the digital transformation of comedy, and I just, think those are 18 years of doing what you've done is incredible.
Thank
and
you.
I think the whole world needs more
laughs
and confidence and happiness. So it's just,
it's
it's
timely.
just all good, all timely. Yeah.
Hopefully, our time.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
Thank you, Ali.
Yeah. Take care.
Thank you.